Short on time today. We are going to do a very quick full body workout. I am just going to use some 8-pound weights. So feel free to go a little lighter. We're just going to keep flowing through. We're going to try not to really stop since we are here for a short time today. Let's go ahead, inhale, extend all the way up. Take a deep breath in the nose. Exhale, open and twist. Inhale. Really deep breaths, really expanding in that rib cage. Especially when we're busy, I feel like taking the time to really focus on that breath work is so important. We're going to go ahead, hold those arms all the way up on this one, and we're just going to pull one elbow here down at a time, kind of opening up here in the rib cage, in the pelvis, so you can see them stretching through and then pulling down, kind of activating those obliques here. And again, we want to make sure we're standing up nice and tall. We're not hunching over here. Then we're going to go ahead and take those arms forwards and back. Forwards. Again, keeping that rib cage and pelvis nice and stacked here. A couple more. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's go ahead and take one foot out here. We're going to stretch towards that knee, small twist, come back up to center here, switch to the other side. So as you're stretching, small rotation towards that knee, a little bit of mobility work, stretching out that inner thigh. And then we can come down, half kneel stretch here. Inhale, lean into that stretch, expand into this rib cage. Exhale, pull it back and down. Inhale, exhale. Go ahead and switch sides. Inhale, open up. Exhale, pull down. All right, we're going to come down into all fours. We're going to do some hip mobility here. So extending that left leg, I'm just going to drop into this hip, kind of rotating, and then open up. So call these kind of hip airplanes, dropping it down, open up. So you're moving that thigh bone of the right leg here into that hip, focusing on internal rotation and external rotation. So should start to feel that glute kind of warm up a little bit here. And then we're going to switch sides, down and up. We are going to flow through kind of quickly today. I do have some power moves, if you will. If at any point it feels like it's too challenging, you can drop in the weight and just do body weight. Or I can also show different moves on how to slow it down. All right, last one here. I just kind of want you to press up into down dog, heels towards the floor, kind of walking it out here, stretching out the feet, the calf muscles, hamstrings, lower back, and then go ahead, come all the way back up. All right, we're going to grab those weights here. We're going to start with a combo move, kind of doing a squat. We're going to do a squat, and then we're going to step back with a little bit of internal rotation, dumbbell swing, bring it back up, and switch, okay? So grab whatever weight you're feeling. Again, I'm using 8s. You can definitely go 5s, 3s, or body weight. We're going to hold the weights here at the chest, all right? Here we go. We're going to inhale, exhale. You're going to bring one weight down. So whatever leg you're leaving forward, that is the weight that's going to swing back, okay? And you don't have to let it like swing, just nice, slow control, kind of bringing it down. Normal squat here, switching sides. So alternating legs, right? But then adding that squat in the middle. Make sure you're tuning into that nice stacked position, rib cage and pelvis. So working the core, nice strong feet here. Working some of that upper body. Inhale, exhale. Awesome work. Breathing in the nose. Exhale, blow it out the mouth. We're gonna go 3. Awesome work, keep it up here. 2, final 1. All right, we're gonna take those weights. We're gonna curl up, press up, open out wide. Bring it back down in front, curl, curl it up, press, open wide, bring it back up, finish out that press to curl. Tuning into your body here. Remember, very quick today. So you want to keep moving, okay? You want to challenge those muscles. Those muscles want to almost be screaming at the end of those final reps, okay? All right. We're going to go ahead and hold those weights up. My weights are getting heavy. And we're going to go ahead, opposite knee towards the elbow, okay? Inhale, exhale, pull it in. Let's go. 3. Come on. Powering through. I know we're getting tired. 2. Last one. Whew. All right. We're going to come into a hinge position here. Tricep extension to front raise. All right. Here we go. We're going to hinge it back. We're going to extend those triceps. Stand up. Punch straight out. Hinge. Triceps. Stand. Press. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth as you press out in front there. 8s are starting to feel a lot like 15s. Finishing out those final reps there. Awesome work, ladies. We're going to drop to one weight here. And what we're going to do is, again, that internal rotation with the dumbbell swing. But then we're going to stand together. Okay. And then step forward together. And then, okay, so that's the slow version. So let me show you again. Okay, swing, step together, hold, step forward, hold. Okay, kind of breaking it down. If you're ready to take it a little quicker, then you can do swinging down, step forward, basically taking out that step in between. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, exhale. Really thinking about that mind to muscle connection with that core here, feeling your core work, feeling those hips work, moving your body here as the system that it is. This rotation here is super important with the hips and the strength. Again, if you need to go like 2 pounds, if you're not used to that move, go ahead. Finishing out your final one there. We're gonna come into a split squat. Taking that weight down to the hip, up across, down, up, tuning into that core here. Let's go 3. Awesome work. 2. Last one, switching sides. Really tuning into that core, into that rib cage movement here. Inhale and exhale. Awesome work. Nice job. We're going 3. 2. Last one. Whew. All right, one final move here. For your workout, you're going to tuck these weights up by the shoulders here. What you're going to do is you're just going to swing it down, pull it up and in. Swing down across, pull up and in. Kind of throwing a little weight around here, still working those muscles. It's important to do a combination of moves so that your body not only builds strength, but stability, right? Our bodies are meant to move fluid, right? We bend, we twist, we hinge in our pelvis, in our knees, right? Tuning in here, a couple more. All right, and then we're gonna just rep out here. Let's go overhead press one more time. Up and down, up and down. Come on, last couple reps. All right, finish it out strong. Let those arms swing. If you have time, feel free to rewind and repeat another round, okay? If you don't, I am so proud of you for showing up, even for 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and take that elbow behind here. I know sometimes we think 5 minutes, 10 minutes doesn't do anything, but I don't know about you. I already feel like more energized. I was feeling so tired. And think about 5, 10 minutes, 5, 10 minutes, 5, 10 minutes, how much time that actually would add up to over a year of moving your body intentionally, all right? So keep that in mind when you're doing these minis. They do count, all right? They might be quick, but they are effective.